All right, what's up, everybody? Episode number 39 of the Video Rot Podcast. I had to figure that stuff out before we started because I don't know numbers very well. But just want to say hi to the people that are streaming here live with us. And as a reminder, actually, let me put it here in the banner. We go live every week at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. Today's a bit of an exception. Every now and again, when we have something schedule related come up, we switch to Thursday. But anyway, Tuesdays typically, unless we let you know otherwise, and then an abridged version of the podcast will always go up for free at YouTube the following Tuesday. So, but anyway, if you guys want to join us, just check us out every Tuesday. And right now, I want to say hi to Tim87. Got Silhouette in here. Got some other folks in here. Feel free to chime in. Usually we got a topic to discuss, like a main topic. I just kind of have a bunch of stuff. I just want to free flow talk today. I have a bunch of little topics I want to bring up, and we'll just kind of see where the conversation takes us. Just kind of be free form about it. And there's a couple of things. I guess if Mac's going to join, by the way. I'll hold off for when he gets here because there's definitely Mac topics too. But anyway, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Todd's all freaking out about his setup. He's being a prima donna. Also, the color, you notice we're no longer blue because Todd's eyes hurt. His little precious eyeballs hurt.
Well, I already got this bright light staring me right in the face. I don't want to see it on the computer screen too.
I mean, you get used to it, you know. And it was, I wanted to shy away from the dark grays and all that stuff because we have other shows. I'm trying to have like our own like branding, but
well, that's why I said I'll come up with something. My graphic design skills.
All right, we'll see what you got.
Maybe I should have the audience vote on it, which is the best.
What do you mean? Are you gonna actually present them with something to vote on?
Yeah, I'll do a couple. Yeah. I'll do two different ones. How about that? I'll do two.
All right, that works. And you could feel free to disregard if the banner, like it maybe, because I would imagine you could put this info in your thing.
Yeah. Well, right. I kind of like the scroller though.
Okay, so just make sure you account for that. Silhouette. Let's see. Hey, Aaron. Want to chat with me directly about a recent situation. Also can't make it tonight. I mean 100%, by the way. Oh man, it's all good. Pop in when you can, say hi when you can. And I'm terrible about checking IMs, man. You know me, but we'll see. Love the green and yellow logo Revival House. So that's the old school one. We've had a few different logos over the years. I like the green and yellow too, and I still have. It's funny. I spent last week cleaning my garage, putting up some storage shelves, and kind of really organizing it. I haven't really done that since I've lived in this house. And now that I've kind of got everything organized and I know what wall space is taken up, I know what wall space is available to hang up bullshit that people hang up in the garage. And I have that old Revival flag.
That thing's awesome.
It's huge, man. It's going to take up an entire wall. I'm thinking about putting it up there. And I have a bunch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know where else I could put it. And but the thing is it'll take up a lot of real estate. I won't have any more room to hang up anything else because I figure like, where am I going to hang up a bunch of like high school room posters I would not hang in my house today as a grown man? You know what I mean? Like you hang up one
spank shed, don't you?
Frank, the outhouse. No, we have one sheets and stuff we frame, and we got like house art and stuff. I can't go around hanging up old like creased metal edge posters of like Phil Anselmo. But you know who gets away with that? Guys in their garage. You just hang up whatever in the garage. Yeah. And so like I have the thing about like collecting records and stuff is some of these labels that put out vinyl records, they'll put posters in them. Like Metal Blade puts posters in all of them. There's some more that do it as well. But I have all kinds of sweet posters I would never use otherwise. They're all folded out, like Armored Saint, dude. All kinds of like really 80s shit. I love it, dude.
Those 80 ones are the best, man.
And it's like they're just gonna like dust and disintegrate over time. But I'm like, I could put all this stuff in that garage, but I don't think I have that much space if I hang that flag. But
Kirk Hammett on the toilet, which I think you gave me that I lost.
Jared Poole, what's up? That's my buddy Jared. Where can I hang my Brooke Burke Maxim poster? That's awesome, dude. Yeah.
Above your bed. I don't know.
Yeah. Pray the tape gives out.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. Maxim, you remember that? It's like porn for legal porn for teenagers.
Maxim and Stuff were the two best ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I remember some people just having no shame. I used to go to some friends' houses and stuff like that, and they would literally, you'd walk into the bathroom that Like maybe it was like the designated kid bathroom, or maybe it was like a one bathroom and the whole family used it. But there'd be no shame, and on the back of the toilet bowl would just be like issues of Maxim and stuff, and like that's crazy, dude. Like, just can you
Yeah.
imagine going into like your grandma's house or whatever, and you just keep your Spank magazines on the. I mean, what else are they? What else are you
Okay.
doing with them? Are you reading them?
Oh yeah, I have. I remember when they used to sell. So I worked in a grocery store like for 10 years, 10, 15 years. No, not 15. It was 10 years. And they used to sell these magazines. They're like bodybuilder magazines. I think it was like early 2000s. And they're in plastic sleeves or whatever. And like
Mm.
people used to come in and rip those things open, the bodybuilder, because they wanted to look at the girls. Because of course they had like the string bikinis on the bodybuilder girls. But I mean, these things were like so close up and graphic. Like you turn, where'd Aaron go?
I'm
Oh,
still here.
you
I just
you could turn
turned.
you turn the pages to these. I mean, they're so scantily clad. You can see they're chocolate starfish, dude. That's how close up, some of these are. It's disgusting, man. Like bodybuilder women, and you see that, man.
Hell yeah.
They're pretty graphic. I mean, those were in the grocery stores back in the day.
You
I don't
want a
think they get away
woman?
with that now.
You want a woman who could fucking wine and dine you and fuck you and then cuddle you, right? Just like cradle you,
Yeah, yeah.
dude. Those guys, those women are crazy.
The
They're taking
hell?
so much. Those women have more tea than we do. They're just jacked, dude. Like, it's really weird when you see those women that have just jack shoulders, basketball shoulders, and
Can you hear me?
uh,
I think I
I can
I'm
hear
on it.
you.
Okay, that was weird. My
What
mom.
happened?
Oh, my computer just went
Your,
to sleep.
I thought you
My
said your mom.
monitor, dude.
My mom was talking to me. What?
Mom. No, no.
Ma, start the car.
Yeah,
No, but those women with all that like extra testosterone they take and stuff like that, because women are mostly fat, right? Even like that's just by design. They have more,
yeah,
and then like when they get the big old pectorals and stuff like that, they're losing their breasts. They're just getting giant pecs, and it's really awkward. And then same thing with, I don't know, man. They end up crossing a line where it becomes androgyny.
yeah,
It's so weird. And then you see like I'm not knocking anybody's taste or whatever, but you see a lot of those guys that are bodybuilder types. They're in those guys that are in the magazines,
oh yeah. There's
and
yeah,
they look like Greek god
yeah,
statues,
yeah,
and they always have like their speedos and they're really tiny penises, but you don't know if their penises are tiny or they're just so fucking big that it
yeah,
makes their cocks look tiny because you can't really work out your cock and make that grow too like the rest of your muscles. It's really quite unfortunate. Anyway, a lot of those guys will be with bodybuilder women that'll look like them.
yeah. That's
And I
crazy.
don't really know. I get it. It's understandable to be attracted to somebody with like a like mind and similar interests. But at one point, at some point, you gotta imagine I'm like fucking myself here. You know what I mean? Because they like both have like these ripped 8 packs. They both have like massive deltoids. It's just, I don't know.
Imagine what that bedroom smells like, dude. It probably stinks like protein, dude.
Oh, protein farts. It's the
Yeah.
worst. I mean, I would know. You know what the worst smell in the world is? It's not a protein fart. It's like a protein shaker that you forget to wash,
Oh
right?
God,
You,
yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
your
yeah,
protein
yeah,
shake, you shake it up,
yeah.
and maybe you leave some remnants in there, and you leave it in
Mhm.
your car for a day,
Yeah.
and you forget about it. You open that, dude. You get wafted. That is like nasty vagina, dirty diaper, famunda cheese, everything rolled into one that
It's
you
the
can think
worst,
of.
man. Yeah,
Just
it is terrible.
nasty.
Yeah.
It's horrible,
Well,
but
even after you wash it like 3 different times, you can still smell it in the bottle, dude. Like,
it's
you
really
have to,
gross.
like, really, really get to it.
And eventually you just kind of get used to a certain standard. Like, okay, this is as clean as I'm going to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna drink out of this and not smell it. But yeah, man, Jared Poole, those hot rod magazines. Did anybody actually buy those? Like, you go to the magazine rack at the grocery store, and there was always those I guess people that are into cars. Why does my alarms keep going off? It's really annoying. Uh, I guess people into cars, but I don't know. I just saw a lot of magazines like that I always wondered who's buying these. Who's the audience? I don't know.
That reminds me, I wanna look something up because they used to have, like, these, 80s biker girl magazines, and they looked freaking ridiculous, dude. I was looking at them one day when I was on Twitter, and then it's pretty funny. See if I can find a photo to show you.
Yeah, Jared just says he threw away a shaker bottle for the same reason. Yeah, it happens all the time, man. Mac, come on. Okay, hold on. Mac's joining right now. I think I have to hold his hand
Oh, on how to
with
get in
everything.
here?
Yeah, well, he's so funny because he's always like, I shared you guys the link. Send it on Discord. I'm like, you're on your PC. Like, why you just make it easy on me and just answer your like I am link or whatever. Like, well, then I have to log into Facebook. Like, okay. All right, here we go. Oh shit. Hold on. There we go. What's with the name? Macam Kamimi Lady? I have no
Come, my
idea.
lady, come, my lady.
Oh,
You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
All right.
yeah, kind of like these. Here, let me share my screen real quick.
I always have to adjust Mac's mic for some reason. He always comes in hot on me. And he always comes on
It's
Todd's
because I
chest
had it
hot.
turned up. There we go.
That's all good. You sound good now. Well, yeah, we're just kind of shooting the breeze. And now that Mac's here, I will bring up.
Yeah, like, I mean
Jeez.
these magazines are ridiculous, dude.
Oh, damn.
That
is
looks like
this
a
porn?
sleazy. Yeah, it looks like a sleazy.
Easy Riders, dude.
Is this
Entertainment for
this
adult
looks like a
bikers.
Mad Max porno or porn
No,
magazine?
no, I was talking about magazines we saw in the grocery store, like the Stuff and the Maxim. Did you ever look
Porn.
at those?
Of course he
no,
did.
they weren't
Nah,
actually
dude.
porn.
Tips and
but
tricks is where it's at.
Tips and tricks. I don't remember that one.
Video
Tips and
game? That
Tricks
was video
magazine?
game. You don't remember that?
Tips and tricks.
Tips and
I was
Tricks
thinking Game
magazines?
Pro or Electronic Game Monthly are the two
You know,
that I had.
I really
didn't have
think
Tips
tips.
and
I really think Tips and Tricks gave away too much for free because I would think to keep you interested month after month, you would only give certain tips and tricks each month, but they would just have like the whole gaming library up to date in every issue. Like you go to the back of Tips and Tricks and you go through like a Rolodex.
Oh
you
yeah,
go
you
to
just write it
N60.
all down on your arm and then you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
home.
but-
and then you go
but-
home. Or
but
you
they
tear
would
the
literally
or
ha-
you tear the page out.
They would literally have everything up to date, right? So you could get
Oh,
I always
okay.
bought
you could
them.
get you could
I
get
always bought 'em.
you could get October 1999 issue, for example. You turn to the back, and it would have an N64 section. It would have it would at a point it had Genesis and Super Nintendo too. It still had that stuff when PlayStation was around, and but the next month it would have everything as well. I'm saying they would just give you everything every month, and it would just update it if there was any new games that came out. But it was really cool, and yeah, you would just go to the store and you would rifle through the back of it and look up the game that you needed help in, and or the codes. I mean, the thing is Tips and Tricks would be obsolete today because everything's DLC. They don't have codes anymore, dude, and they don't have like stuff you can unlock non for no money. That
Yeah,
stuff's dead.
I don't think. I don't think these were very like popular where I'm at. It was mostly just Game Pro and.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? I'm from the same place. I listen.
They were popular. They were
Yeah.
in the, you just didn't like. You must have not paid attention to them. They were right next to like the other like gaming magazines.
They were-
that
yeah.
were like in plastic. Like you'd find the
Oh.
other ones that had like the plastic around them, and you'd have to open them. Then you'd find the Tips and Tricks books. They were just like tips and it was just called Tips and Tricks.
Those weren't in plastic. Okay.
No, those weren't. But they were. They
Okay.
were like right next to all like the other gaming shit. Like you'd have your like
I-
guns, your bikes, your
Yeah.
gaming.
I would say Tips and Tricks was just as big as all the other gaming magazines because they were everywhere, and
That's
and they were
crazy.
awesome.
I didn't see
Yeah.
those.
yeah, like I said,
I probably have one somewhere in here.
it was absolutely. It was just a normal game magazine with reviews and articles, but like I said, their whole thing was the last 20 pages or whatever was just a total archival of like every game out to that date and just all the codes known to man. I'm just saying,
Okay.
instead of
yeah, 'cause-
instead of updating it every month or whatever to give you a little bit, no, they just gave you the full list every month and they just updated it as needed. I remember when Mortal Kombat 4 came out, I bought that with my paper out money on N64.
Oh,
I
wait a minute.
went straight to like Baker's or Hy-Vee or something and looked at Tips and Tricks just so I could look up the codes on how to unlock Goro.
well, yeah,
you
I used
know-
to write those down too, but I thought they were in Game Pro, like the
You
move
would-
lists and everything like that.
Game might have had stuff like that. I don't know, but no, Tips and Tricks was the one where it had all that stuff just
Okay.
listed in the back. And anyway, I think Blocko top 10 favorite Mad magazine covers. I actually never really read Mad magazine. I saw some covers over the years, of course, but I really couldn't give a really good comprehensive top 10 of that.
I see. I liked Cracked magazine. I wasn't as big of a fan as Mad magazine, but I think it's made by the same
And-
company, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think I think Cracked was started by a guy who helped start Mad, and then he like broke off.
Yeah.
But you know, it was kind of more of the same. I think didn't Cracked get a little raunchier?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah,
That's awesome.
that's a Prima guide.
Yeah, baby. This
I
one's
remember
in decent condition compared to my other shit.
I would love
Like,
to have that. I would.
Look at my trilogy book. It's in shambles. Like it's fucking like it looks like a treasure map. Like fucking look at this thing. I put it in order one day. I found like I don't have some of the pages are like missing. I don't know. I got pissed and I guess I would tear the pages out so I can learn better. I got tired of going to each page.
Really?
I guess I didn't know what a fucking bookmarker was.
Yeah, I didn't want
I
to.
didn't fucking care. I traded.
I didn't
like,
want
a
to
bunch
tear
of
up my
shit for
stuff.
this. But yeah, I wish
Well-
I didn't, because this was a rare. This one was super rare and hard to find, and I fucking destroyed it.
The two big brands that were pumping out those books were Prima Games and Brady, right? Or am I missing? Am I getting that wrong? Wasn't it Brady Games and Prima?
Yeah.
I had both of them. I had both trilogy versions from both those companies.
Well, you had your Game Fan books too.
Okay, yeah.
So this one's a Game Fans book by Capcom, though. So.
Oh, nice.
If I'm correct, though, the Mortal Kombat trilogy Prima, that one had the gloss cover, right? The really cool gloss cover.
I
It
mean,
was
yeah,
actually
the whole thing is like shiny, like all.
yeah, it was that's gloss, and then it was smaller than the Prima, like it was smaller, but yeah, it was all beautiful. And then the Brady games was more like a matte,
Like
like
a
almost
mat, yeah.
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
like a
Those suck.
construction paper style, and they
Yeah.
were a little bit bigger. They were both cool, but the Prima was so much better. It was just it was literally premium.
I had the Mortal Kombat 2 one. That one
Here's a
was
Brady.
awesome.
Fucking.
Yeah, I wish I had all those. And it's been tempting to try and seek some of them out online, but
This
then I
one's in
stopped.
Good condition too.
I stopped myself because I'm like, yeah, but why do I don't have room for this shit and I don't really need it. It would just be like to look at. But if I were to find any of it at like a Goodwill just on a whim, I would absolutely buy it. But I kind of wish I had all that stuff again because I used to have so many of those. Dude, I would love that. That's awesome.
That's all you need to do is start collecting.
That's what I do.
Strategy guides.
Dude, I go to like places like Disc Replay. They used to be super cheap, and sometimes you still can, but now they're starting to know, and they're
what
changing.
they're worth.
So like the Resident Evil strategy guides are like 20 plus. Like some of them are like
Well,
60.
Well, now those companies are just milking the collectors, and now they do put out guides now, but it's for collectors only. So if you want to get like Breath of the Wild or like Breath of the Wild guide or whatever, they'll put them out in hardback, like a beautiful hardback, and they'll want to charge you $60 for it.
Nobody needs that.
Nobody really needs any of this shit anymore because it's all online. I mean, you don't need it. It's just nobody's actually going to look at it.
Dude.
Nobody who's going to buy one of these new guides is going to look at them. They just want it on their shelf. Hell yeah.
Fucking all the the special moves and everything.
Are these like all from back in the day, or do you acquire
Yeah.
these?
No, these are fucking from when I was a kid plus, like, through the years.
I remember
Nice.
that. That's
I mean,
that
my
SmackDown
newest
game's
one
fun,
was that
man.
one that I told you guys I found for fucking like $6 or $7 was this. That's my
Yeah.
most recent.
That's cool. That's one of the ones they sell a big fancy special edition of, I know. Yeah, I used to have that one.
Oh, that's sweet.
Hell
Yeah, that stuff is really cool. Yeah, part of me like I said, part of me wishes I had all those old magazines I used to have, not even just guides. Like I
even
wish
got my Pokemon ones too.
cool.
The Nintendo Powers. Hell yeah.
Jared, it's literally a LMG TFY in hardcover. What is that? I don't know what that stands for. What is that an acronym for? Let my gay transsexual friends yell for help.
TFY is probably to fuck you, right?
Wait, it's literally a light man gaylord to fuck you. I don't know I don't get what this means. Oh, I had it right. Okay. Let me Google that for you. No, yeah. So I've gone on nostalgia trips, right? And I've gone on eBay, and I'm like, man, I wonder how much it would cost. Oh, I think I had that as well.
Sweet.
I had that because Toys R Us, at least the Toys R Us in Oakview, right, were kind of where we grew up. They used to give them away. It's like when they got kind of old, like the games got a little outdated, they would start giving away the guides they couldn't sell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they would just be like, they'd be in front of the gaming session. They would say, free, take one. And I remember I got the Tony Hawk 3 one. I think I got the the Mario Advanced with the Mario 2. You know, a whole bunch of crap. I think I got Final Fantasy 8, 9 from them doing that. I wish I still had those though.
So I put a sticker on this one, but this one was this was like a $10 book, and it came with it was for all like the fighting games. You had Tekken, you had fucking Primal Rage, Virtual Fighter, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat 3.
Well, that's cool. I didn't even know that existed.
It also has Eternal Champions, which was a fucking Mortal Kombat style game.
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct. So you had everything. Like I got pissed because my cousin would do all the fatalities and shit to me on like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 back on Sega. When I'd go to my grandma's house, he lived with her, my cousin. So that's all we would do, and all he would do is the fatality. So I got pissed and said, that's it. I'm going to get these games, and I'm going to get the strategy guide books. Every time I found anything Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or Killer Instinct, I had to have it.
I grew up playing Eternal Champions Challenge from the Dark Side, the sequel on Sega CD.
Oh, there was a sequel?
Technically, yeah. It was kind of a sequel, but it was just basically a souped up, better version of the original. It had more characters, more stages, and of course, like cutscenes. And it was rated M, and they had all. I've
probably seen it on like one of those things, like one of those like.
Yeah, I had it on Sega CD, and it was so funny because maybe about 5 years ago, me and my brother on this channel, we just did a playthrough of that. And the guy, one of the guys the head developer commented our video. Like, it's so funny. He was like, oh yeah, it's really cool to see someone talking about this game. And if he was really paying attention, we were kind of shitting on it. So it's kind of funny, but
he's just happy in general.
Any pub's good pub.
But no, it's just a little hard to play today. Like the controls are really stiff, but the level designs were really cool. Even the character designs were cool.
Fatalities.
Oh, the stage fatalities in Sega CD, because they were actually gory. I think they didn't have that in the Genesis. Did he mean to leave the stream? They were gory, man. It was like Mortal Kombat, but 2D drawn and stuff, sprite drawn. It was really cool. So it had a lot going for it, and they had a good gimmick too. Like basically, you have this all-seeing power guy from the future named Eternal, and he's like, I want to throw on a tournament, and I want to get the best warriors throughout history. And so the whole shtick was, I'm going to grab these warriors from different time periods in the past and future, and I'm going to pluck them right before they're going to die. Like and I'm going to give them a chance to save their lives. And if you lose the tournament, he would always go, I have no choice but to return you back to your death. And he would return you back to that moment right before you're going to die, and you get to see yourself die. And it was always something totally random. Like maybe it was going to fall off a cliff. Just totally whatever. And so he would pull like a guy from the Casey Jones, like Billy the Kid days. He pulled a vampire like a vampire warlock from the Salem witch trials, who had an awesome stage, man, with like the stake burning and stuff. And you had a cyborg guy from the future. You had a guy that was like a cop from like LA Noir era, right? Like Cagney and shit. It was really cool. Really cool
like
concept.
The mob detective dude.
Yeah, with the noir stuff.
Noir detective guy, and he had that drive by.
The drive-by would come by and shoot you, dude, and light you up.
And just
but on the Genesis original, they didn't have blood and stuff, right?
I think it did.
No, I'm pretty sure they didn't. It was rated MA-13. You remember that? That used to be the rated T.
MA-13, yeah.
It was MA-13, but the Sega CD one was rated M, and it went hardcore. So you'd get lit up, dude, and the blood and the art was really cool. It was really, really neat. It just plays kind of stiff. That's it. But
I remember when they used to rate like television shows for kids. Like this is Y7 or whatever. Like only 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe too spooky for children under 7.
They still do like on the
They still do.
Fuck.
I didn't know
like
that.
different like channels. Like whenever it would show a movie, you'd see like the screen, and it would just tell you everything. Like this has nudity. This has cussing.
Oh.
But I think they've updated it. Like they got really crazy with the Y7s and stuff. Like we're really splitting hairs here. Like at the age of 7, your kid's gonna be able to comprehend the Goosebumps TV show.
They don't want you knowing what gender the freaking movie is.
Were you guys
Exactly.
able? Were you guys ever able to play this in the arcade?
Let me see what we
Play
got
what?
here.
It was very rare that you would find it.
Todd, you know that this was literally on my
There's the
top
tips and tricks.
arcade. Hold on. Todd, we just talked about this. This is on my top arcade games. We spent like 30 minutes talking about this fucking game. You know.
I thought
I've
you were
played
talking about the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I
you
remember
used to
this.
Play it on.
No, it
No.
was literally our top arcade cabinets.
Oh, cabinets. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Are you
I
like
remember
phoning
now.
this shit in? By the way,
No,
I'm
no,
hearing
no.
my. Who's not wearing headphones? I feel like I'm hearing myself. Maybe it's gone now. No, I hear it, but I'll deal with it. Yeah, so that's Sal DeVita on the right. He was one of the developers. He played Nightwolf, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
there,
yeah.
yeah, that's Sal DeVita. I don't know who that like she is on the left. Looks like
That's,
Kenny. G,
Brent,
looks
that's
like
Brendan Fraser.
looks like Kenny G's
Encino
mother.
Man.
Which arcade did you play this in? Because I saw one at one place.
I mean, I saw it over the years, but the most recent place I saw it and played it was Aladdin's Castle at Oakview Mall.
Oh, it was there? Okay.
They had it at Aladdin's Castle,
Probably the
and
only
then
place I've ever seen it.
and I played that a lot. And then I remember at one point it was really a trip to see over the years and stuff. A lot of those cabinets go on sale, like they would liquidate them, like hey, for sale, just talk to the owner, and you could buy some of those cabinets. And at one point they put this one up for sale, but they wanted so much money for these. And actually, I like the notion of as a kid, like, oh, someday I'm gonna have like a big basement. I'm gonna have my own tilt in my basement. I'm gonna have all the lights and I'm gonna have all the arcades. It'd be so cool. Then you kind of grow up and you're like, it's kind of a high electricity bill. I don't know if I want that. But anyway, but it also takes up a lot of space. But you know what? If I could only have a couple of cabinets,
I get the Mortal Kombat one would be cool.
no,
though.
yeah, me too. But if I could only have a couple of cabinets, let's say, let's say I want all the Mortal Kombat cabinets, great. But let's just say I could just have one Mortal Kombat cabinet, that's fine. I would have an MK cabinet. I would love to have the WrestleMania cabinet. I love this cabinet.
I wouldn't take it over the Simpsons or Turtles or any of those, but it wouldn't be that high.
This WrestleMania table is pretty good looking.
It's awesome. I know, of course, The Simpsons is great. The Turtles is top. I love that.
I might have one legit one, but the rest of them would be like fucking. They'd have just like where you press a button and choose whatever game you want.
I feel like a Turtles would be great just because I'm a huge Turtles fan. But how often would I play that? It's like you have friends over, great. How many times can you play through the Turtles game and not get sick of it? I feel like this would have way more legs. The WrestleMania game, like you have a buddy come over and just play some fucking matches, and just it's so much fun. It's just you could just play it over and over and over and over again. It's just instant entertainment. I don't know. This would be one for me, and I would of course take the X-Men arcade. I love that cabinet. Love it, love it. But hey, that actually reminds me. You know what I was thinking today? You know what one of my goals is? I don't necessarily want like a full-fledged arcade, but one of my
shit.
Yeah, I want to eat my own shit and see if I can sustain off of that. I want to drink my piss, eat my shit.
Grills.
There you go. Did he eat his shit or he just drank his piss?
I don't know.
I don't think he ate his shit. Don't think that's something.
No.
And if you're gonna like lower yourself to eating shit to survive, he's out in the wilderness. Would you rather eat like a deer's shit or a bear's shit over your own shit? Maybe not.
Trust it. Don't trust it.
It's kind of like if you had to taste semen, wouldn't you rather taste your own? I guess. This is like
Trust it.
This is Confucius levels of thinking and pondering here. Jared Poole, growing up essentially in a bowling alley arcade in Northwest Indiana, X-Men for sure or MK2.
Mine was
Awesome.
MK, Street Fighter, Capcom, and what is it?
I think.
Marvel versus Capcom.
Well, yeah, Marvel's Capcom was sweet. I mean, that came a little bit later, but I think X-Men awesome, especially like that because X-Men they released in two variants. There was a 4-player cab, and then they ended up releasing a 6-player cab. Right, and just so much fun, just the novelty of the game. But I just think like if you had those types of games, the X-Men, the Turtles, those are classics. But if you have the same buddies coming over all the time, you're not going to play that time and time again. But WrestleMania or Mortal Kombat, that I could see getting played because you could always be like, all right, who's buying dinner tonight? Play in Mortal Kombat. All right, winner buy. All right, dude, I would use that to settle anything.
Well, you
Right?
don't lose, Aaron.
You also got to think
No.
of you also got to think like the sound aesthetic. Like I would like it sitting back there, like going through like the credits
Well,
and everything like that. I think it'd
but
be cool just to
and I would,
listen to it in the
but
background.
I think you would get sick. I was thinking about this. Like I said,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this just a couple days ago. I'm like, you know what? If you had an arcade, the only way to get the full experience is to have all of them on demo mode and running all the
yeah.
time.
Remember that? Remember I was in that garage and I sent you that video of like that guy's like setup. He had all the fucking wrestling shit everywhere. It was like a little bar gaming area. You remember that?
Yeah, that stuff's cool.
He had the WrestleMania, like he had that, and he had like a Simpsons one playing in the background.
Let's say I could only have 5 cabinets. WrestleMania would make it 100%, and I would sacrifice the Mortal Kombat cabinets, and I would just have one Mortal Kombat cabinet.
Yeah.
So I could make room for X-Men, and I could make room for this or that. I think WrestleMania is awesome. But anyway, so what I was saying is I was thinking about it. If you had a home arcade, you would only really get the most out of your money, your investment, is if you had it all running like a real arcade and every arcade cabinet on demo mode, and you come downstairs and when you start coming downstairs, it literally sounds like you're entering an arcade and you hear all these fucking cabinets going on at once, and you have like the LED lights displayed and shit like that, and it's kind of darkly lit. But there's no way you would get tired of that in a second. You're like, you'd be like, this utility bill is insane, because none of those are like LED screens. It's just like old school tech. And B, you'd be like, I just want to sit down here and watch a movie. Like this shit's. You would turn it all off, and maybe you would tell yourself you'd turn it all on when you had company over to show off. That's what. And then eventually it would just be like you come downstairs and you have a bunch of arcade cabinets off, and I just know the way it would be. And not to mention, I would be paranoid about leaving that stuff all the time, because you know how much of a pain in the ass it's got to be to get your cabinets repaired this day and age. Because
Oh yeah, I bet.
those things break down, and you basically have to know how to fix that shit yourself, I think, if you want to get into that hobby of collecting cabinets. Like, because it's a crapshoot. So basically I'd be happy with just doing it all in one cabinet, just get someone to build me a MAME cabinet, build it, or maybe acquire something like an MK cabinet for real, and then put my own PC and monitor in there and MAME. I've had a couple of friends that did that, and it does cool for the experience. Like, it works enough for me. You could customize that shit, put your own like sweet ass speaker system inside, and I would do that. But then again, it still takes up space. But no, my dream is, this is a legit dream. I want a forever home someday where I have a little bit more property, like land, and I want to build a guest house that will double when I don't have guests as like my office space, where I can do the podcasting, I can do all the work I'm doing. And you know what? I can have that fun shit. And it'll be like I'm talking like 500-600 square feet. Right. So it would have a bedroom for those that needed a bedroom, but have a little kitchenette. You could have a bar or whatever, and it'd just be the ultimate office space. I would love that. I think it would cost me 50 to 100 grand easy, but I would love it.
Yeah, I haven't been really playing a whole lot of video games as of the past couple of weeks. What about you guys? Anything?
Well,
we're trying, but I'm too tired. Like
I
slacking with Resident Evil 4. I beat it once, and then
I beat it once and didn't play it again, just because I only have so much time.
But in the middle of it, but I just I don't know.
I
come home and
I started a second playthrough like right after I beat it, and I really was feeling it. Like, I want to run through this again, but then I got distracted with some stuff. And then the Final Fantasy pixel remasters came out for consoles, so I played those. And then a few weeks back, I played through the first Final Fantasy, just old school.
I can't believe Final Fantasy 16 is coming soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see if that one has to sell me, because I have no interest in new Final Fantasy games. But apparently this one's being made by the people that did 14 online, and everybody seems to love that one. So I'll give them a shot to impress me, and I'll wait for reviews and all that stuff and see if I want to dive in. But I platinumed the Final Fantasy 1 pixel remake a few weeks back, and then I started Final Fantasy 4, and I haven't played in a couple of weeks because I've been doing the movie shit, drawing fucking storyboards and shot lists, and I only have so much time in the day, man. It's like I'm working 60 hours a week lately. Then I got to spend time with the lady, and then I have to sacrifice sleep to do that other shit for 2 hours, and it's like, but I don't have time. But maybe this week I'll play a little bit more. Really quick, video game related. They released another Mortal Kombat 12 teaser. Did you guys see that?
I haven't yet. No.
It's just more of the same type of information. It shows a clock, right? And the clock starts at 9, and it's like the second clock is going up. Right before it hits 12, it like shakes, and then it skips to 1. It skips over 12, and you kind of see like a Big Bang effect, kind of transparent in the background. Which it's pretty obvious. 9 o'clock is MK9, 10 o'clock is MKX, and 11, and then it resets the timeline. So they're insinuating, if you guys played the DLC of the last game, it ended with Fire God Liu Kang going back in time and speaking with the great Kung Lao from like 500 years ago or whatever, and just basically saying we have much work to do and whatever. Great. So it's insinuating, boom, a time reset. Now some people are basically changing. I think they're going back to the great Kung Lao days. I think it's going to be like the original tournament, and now it's a totally new timeline. So basically, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't even have to follow the lore anymore. We can go back to those days, and you got butterfly effect going on, so you could have whatever you want. They could do crazy shit. But some people are insinuating
they'll always be able to change time, unless someone just comes to destroy that. Maybe someone's going to destroy the time.
Yeah, who's to say that there's not like they can't kind of keep doing this in perpetuity? But they were, but then now a lot of people are starting to say that, oh no, it's going to be a remake of MK1 again, the original like MK1. I'm like,
that'd be awesome.
So. No, I just don't think so. Like, why? That makes no sense. Like, why would he go back in time and speak to the great Kung Lao? It's got to be the original MK that we've never explored, and they always talk about.
Back to MK1, but it's going to be
not MK1 the game.
Shang Tsung, you'll have
but
great Kung Lao.
I'm talking about.
They need to remaster those games though, because I'd love to get those.
I'd love to see a trilogy remastered. That's all we need.
But do you know what I'm saying?
So we can play online. I play that shit all the time.
Oh, I'd love a trilogy. That way they could fucking fix that shit, because that's the most broken game of all time. And we used to just settle for that as a kid playing MK Trilogy. But the game is so fucking unbalanced and broken as shit, dude. It's terrible. Like, if I want to kick all your asses, let's play an N64. Let's play a 3-on-3. Oh, look, 3-on-3 Mac, 3-on-3 match. N64. All I have to do is pick 3 noob Cybats, and you're fucking going down. New Cybats.
I don't think so.
Yeah, dude. All you have to do is shoot the fucking cloud, that disables.
Do the kick thing. You're not gonna do that.
No, you do the cloud, and it disables you, and you can't do anything. And then you fucking
block it. You can't hit you.
No.
You can block that.
Not in Trilogy.
Mm-hmm. You can
I don't think so.
Cloud. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. You can block a cloud. That's realistic.
Or I can make it come back to you.
Here's the thing.
You can block a cloud. That's realistic. That game is realistic.
Look, here's the thing, though. Maybe you can block it, you're right. But the thing is, if you fucking miss that one time, you're done. You're caught in an endless loop. Because all it takes is for me to get one cloud on you, and then I can fucking do that teleport shit and fucking and then you get hit in the air, and before you even hit in the air, you do the cloud again, and you're literally just caught in this loop, and your feet never even hit the ground.
And I can be rain and hit you with my rain.
The hit the water and drag them to you. Do the roundhouse
kick, and then do my teleport punch you.
Yeah, you could fucking roundhouse them back and forth. Boo, 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 boo. It's cheap as shit. It's terrible. And then if you were playing like the N64 version,
playing Shiva and just keep pushing down, up, down, up, down,
because
up,
because they were limited on space on N64. They just gave you one Ninja Sub-Zero instead of both versions. But to make up for it, they gave that one ninja both powers. So he's like incredibly overpowered. He's got the move set of 2 different ninjas in one, and so you have all the shit. You have the ice clone and the ice shower and the ice slide, and it's insane. It's just, I don't know. You kind of, on 64.
They didn't have both the Sub-Zeros
and PlayStation. So on
PlayStation they did.
Yes, they did. On 64 they did not. On the N64,
I had it on PlayStation.
On the N64, they took out Kintaro and Goro, which now, in hindsight, who gives a fuck?
They're
useless
characters.
characters.
Could put them in with the cheat code, though. You could put them in with the cheats.
No, you cannot. You can put in for
sure?
you look. with the
I
cheats, you
think
could do
you
Shao Kahn and Motaro. No, cheat codes at Shao. I know this shit, dude. I had the N64. I had both versions. With the cheat codes, Mac, you don't trust me? You could do Shao Kahn and Motaro, but that's it. Goro and Kintaro do not exist. And they also got rid of the old versions. Like you can't play as MK2 Jax or you can't play as MK1 Raiden. They got rid of that. And they got rid of male chameleon and replaced it with female chameleon as an exclusive, which is just a mimic of the female ninjas. And then you got instead of the partitioned out maskless Sub-Zero and mass Sub-Zero that had different moves, they just gave you the mass Sub-Zero and gave you the moves of both. And he was just like this ultimate force. Yeah, look, fact check.
Hey, you know what's
Jared,
funny? No,
Jared,
you
he's
can-
wasting
you-
his
hey,
time.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
bust
not.
out the mag. Look at him.
No,
He said
you can
Jared
play
busting
with-
out the
you can
magazine.
no, listen, you bust out the magazine. Yeah,
Fact
you're right.
check.
Correction. You can play with Kintaro. You just have to be Shang Tsung.
No.
Yeah, huh? You can do the fatality before he turns into Kintaro.
You're fucking on crack, dude.
Bam.
Listen. I was right. Anyway, as a kid, you just have this narrow scope. You have a narrow scope on what matters. You're like, oh man, I want.
This is noob Cybot cloud glitch. I don't know.
He actually put this in the thing.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
still.
awesome.
I don't see what's a glitch about it. It looks like he hit him. He's got a glitch, and he's beating the ship. He's putting the hurt on him. That's what happens.
That's what would happen to Aaron. See here, see right there. Rain wins always. You tried. See, this is me fighting it. See, I just beat him. Did you see that?
And was it Noob Cybot that had the easy like kick combo?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Hit me with the cloud and kick.
It's just
worse
so
now because you can do the like the fucking shadow spear where you just run at him and spear
But
him.
Most characters, there was a lot of cheap characters.
You know who? Still cheap. He's the
N64
cheapest character there
PS1.
is.
What's the shittier version?
N64 is better. Hear me out. So what I was going to say is, when you're a kid, your scope on stuff and what matters is like a skewed. So you're like, oh, I'm getting less. Because yeah, you got less because of cartridge versus CD, and the PlayStation version had more characters, Goro and Kintaro, and you could like switch to some of the retro skins of the characters. Great. And on the, like I said, the 64 version, you lost a couple of fucking sub bosses that sucked, but you didn't care. You're like, well, I have Goro
Aaron's
and Kintaro.
mad. Look at him.
Listen.
So mad.
Linda, listen. But it's just better. It doesn't matter. Like I'll sacrifice the retro characters. I'll sacrifice the sub bosses that suck anyway. And you even actually lose a level or two. There's a couple of stages that are not in it, like the bank or something. Like they literally cut out a couple, but there was also like an exclusive level, which is kind of cheap because they just used assets from the pit, but they made a level called like the Starry Night, but it still looked cool. But what you got in exchange for what you lost was way worth it because you got no loading times. Because Shang Tsung in the PS version, you had to he loaded before every person you changed into, so the game would stop, and they literally had like an option in the menu to make it easier, where I think you could make it not load if you just chose one person, like, or maybe you could only like copy the moves of who you were fighting. There was some kind of workaround, but there was no loading in the N64 version. And the N64 version also had 3-on-3 combat. That was not on PlayStation. And that makes it worth it. Because even when you're playing 2-on-2 in the PlayStation version, whenever you kill somebody, it freezes and loads the next character to hop out. And it just kind of kills the momentum. But when you're playing 3-on-3 on N64, dude, there's no greater high or boner than when you hit someone, when you like sweep somebody and they explode like they had a mine inside of them. And
That's
then
pretty sweet, yeah.
and before the blood and bones are even like off the screen, the next character's already jumping in and the battle's going. Why don't you go on YouTube and look up 3-on-3 match N64 trilogy and how fucking awesome it is. And you could just literally
I fucking hated it.
No, it's so great. And then you could have like just be an all out
I just
bullshit.
I hated anything. I hated the E that you always had to fight. I just want to fight one fucking person. I don't need to fight two.
No, 3-on-3 is insane. I love this.
It's
Are you looking up 3? Look, no, it's not. Check it out.
No, it's not. This motherfucker here can't play a first person game, but he can play 3-on-3.
Why am I hearing myself?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
You shouldn't be.
I mean, I am, but anyway. So look at this. Look, watch how fast the game continues. Looks like Liu Kang's gonna beat Reptile's ass. He's gonna explode.
Right
Watch.
here, yeah, and then
Watch.
it takes a while for him to come
No,
out.
That's PlayStation. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they usually just flip right in.
Yeah, on 64. Will you keep your fucking story straight, Mac? You're confusing the hell out of me.
What are you talking about? It does on both of them.
It does
They flip
not!
Right in. They
No!
explode and they flip right in.
PlayStation that freezes. It has to load. On 64, it's seamless. That's what's so great. And they didn't have 3-on-3 on PlayStation.
This
but you can
fucking game in general is not seamless at all.
Look, all
No
you
matter
have
what console you're playing.
all
this
you have
game
to
was a
do,
piece of shit.
nothing beats MK Trilogy on the N64 3-on-3
I
match.
don't remember it either.
Listen, I'm all Noob Saibot, you're all Rain. It's a fucking shit fest about to go down. Just like the two cheapest overpowered characters.
The two newest characters to come in.
But I'm saying they're super
Fucking
oh,
on
you know,
each side.
you know
Dude.
you know who else
Look at
was
them, look at
over?
them, look at these
Look,
motherfuckers right here.
Look, Trilogy so much, and Striker. Oh, he's my favorite.
Striker's awesome, dude.
He's so overpowered because ever since Ultimate MK3, they gave him the machine gun. So
Yeah.
dude, he had the double grenades high, the grenades low. He had the baton
like
sweep.
Cyrax, fucking
Yeah,
bomb low high.
The baton sweep. He had the fucking the machine gun. You could just combo all the shit.
Shoot.
Honestly, I don't know why they added the gun in Ultimate MK3.
Yeah,
what is this?
okay.
This is 64, bro. That's Chameleon,
No,
the female.
this is PS1.
No, it's not, bro.
Oh, I was going
You
based
typed
off the
in
video.
PS1.
It's
Yeah.
not. The female Chameleon was an exclusive to N64. The male Chameleon was exclusive to PlayStation. I know this shit, guys. Why are you challenging me on this? I don't understand.
No
I don't
one's
get.
challenging
I'm
you.
not.
Why are you guys?
No.
Why are you guys wasting your breath?
Overstimulated on this. It's crazy.
I am
No
because
one's
it's
saying
3-on-3,
anything.
bro. I told you.
It's
I get
not-
rock
no
hard.
shit.
I get
Nobody-
rock hard.
Nobody plays 3-on-3 other than you.
I get rock hard with the 3-on-3. I told you. I'm getting overly stimulated. It's amazing.
I never played 3-on-3. I didn't.
It's the best. You guys haven't lived. Fuck heroin, crack.
I found
you
it
gotta
kind of
play
annoying,
3-on-3.
actually.
Why would you think it's annoying? Because you want to get a rise out of
not
me.
annoying,
It's the
just
best.
not-
It's
not fun.
It's too
Dude,
long.
why?
Dude.
I don't care
No.
to play with all these characters. I just want to play the one character that I choose.
but then
I
it's
wanna fight
over.
someone.
You're like the
because
guy.
then
Go to the
you-
next. Go to
Look,
the next
look.
one.
You're the kind of guy that just wants to fuck so you can come in 10 seconds.
because look, what if you get the fucking kill? I don't want to do a fatality with this motherfucker.
Foreplay, Mac. Foreplay. Enjoy it. Stretch
No.
it out. Lick
I
the
want to do
clit.
a fatality with one. I'll kill
No,
one
that
picture.
is kind of the downside, right? Because you don't know who you're gonna end up with. So, for example,
Yeah,
if you
fucking
just
get your ass kicked, you're
Yeah,
done
why
with
don't they
them.
have fatalities for all of them, man?
guess
Wait,
what,
do you
Mac?
mean?
If look, they do, but no,
No, I'm talking about for the 3. Like you kill the first one, you can do a
because that would
fatality.
defeat
That
the
would be
purpose of a
cool.
3-on. That would defeat
See,
the
then I
purpose of a
would
3-on-3.
play. Then I would play. That
That'd
would
be
be
cool,
bro.
dude.
Bro,
See,
that would-
that's a
listen.
genius idea. I don't care to make people explode to go to the
Listen
next
to me.
person. I do that on E.
That would
There's
listen.
6
It
Get ready.
drains me. That drained the
Jeez.
fuck out of me. That, was the
That
worst
would
thing ever.
defeat the purpose of a 3-on-3. If you guys want to do a fatality after each person you kill, then you're just playing one-on-one combat. I'm so confused by this. You guys are
How
not
do you
understanding.
do- how
You're
do
not
you not
grasping the
understand?
concept.
I
You're
do
not
get it. I don't care for the 3-on-3. It doesn't erect me. It doesn't. It doesn't crank my. It doesn't crank me. My
Doesn't
hog.
yank or crank.
My
Dude.
hog is not being cranked by a 3-on-3.
It's glitching
We
out
all
now,
know that
dude.
you like to choose 3 guys, Aaron. We get that. We know you like 3 guys.
Listen,
I like 5 guys, but I don't like 3 guys. If
You
I
know,
had 5 guys,
you know
then
what's
I'd
you know what's funny though? If you really want to guarantee your fatality, you just pick 3 reigns.
be- you know what would be cool?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
You know what
I
we should
should-
do is we should go and look at the maps in the old days, what they had compared to now. Fucking, you should look up the pit for MK9 when it came back, fucking for the first time in so long, dude. It looks so good.
Well, they brought that back in MK10 too. They put the pit in
Right?
there.
Yeah.
Which
but
I thought was-
MK9, you know,
that
we
was
waited
so
for it. We're like, where's the lava pit? Where is the acid pit? Not lava pit, the acid pit. Where's the fucking
The Deadpool, yeah.
Where's Deadpool? Yeah, where the fuck is this fucking? And then they bring it back.
What I thought that was such a missed opportunity in 10. I thought it was so cool when they brought back a few of the 9 levels for DLC. Dude, they should just give it all of them. How cool
Right.
would that be? Like just give us all of them.
And also, I like it's cool how I still to this day, because I don't want to look online to see like what the fucking brutalities and shit are,
Yeah.
because I like discovering them myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like you'll be playing and you'll fucking pick something up and you'll throw it at someone and it'll fucking the screen will turn dark and you'll be like, what the fuck?
That's kind of what was cool about 11 and the brutalities, right?
11's
You would
amazing. Like
you would
when they added
accidentally
new ones.
You would as it went, and you would accidentally pull them off, and you'd learn how to do it.
Yeah,
like holy
the
shit!
Fucking, like the buffalo skull or whatever the fuck it is, deer skull.
And everybody came equipped with the generic head decapitation, which is cool because as long as
you got an uppercut before you like killed them, then it like just ripped their head.
Well, as long as you
had to do it a few times though.
Well, you have to.
Like
gosh, I'm already
die or something.
I'm kind of forgetting the. I'm forgetting the how it worked.
It was something like if you did like 3 like uppercuts.
Didn't you have to I think you had to be like on round 3 or something.
Right,
Did
something
you have,
like that. Yeah.
Like you had to have lost one.
Yeah.
And it's not like I know with friendships and shit like that you had to do a mercy to.
Yeah.
There's something to it, but 11's awesome.
That's how the animalities were back in the day, like in fucking trilogy and what is it, Ultimate?
It's just 3. They were in 3 in old trilogy.
Yeah. And then you had to do the mercy. Fucking that pissed me off sometimes.
I like
damn it.
I like for the most part, except for Liu Kang, them just copying his 2 fatality and making it the animality. For the most part, nobody's animalities made sense. Like why was Cyrax a shark?
I don't miss these days. I don't see Deception was good, but god damn, I can't go back to this.
It looks terrible now.
This is Armageddon. Armageddon was the worst one. I will never fucking play that game again. That was a piece of shit. I don't know what they were thinking there. They got super lazy on that one.
It's the epitome of more is more, and it had no like. They're just let's throw everybody in this game.
Shaolin monks, dude. That was my shit. And then they had the fucking little. They had a little fucking.
Yeah, I did like this game.
They had a little fucking mini game where you could unlock characters throughout this game, like secret hidden. Like if you fell down there, you could find like hidden characters, and you could play like you could do like Mortal Kombat style fighting, like 2D style fighting. Like I unlocked Baraka once and fucking was playing with Baraka. You can do their fatalities and all kinds of shit.
I never played Shaolin Monks.
Oh man, that was one to play. And they had you could as you went through, you found like fatalities, and then it would stop and be like, "Oh yeah, do this to like a tutorial," and then you would do it.
I didn't play Shaolin Monks, but I unfortunately played the Special Forces Jax game.
Yeah, look up Shaolin Monks fighting game. See if that's all. I can't remember what it was called, but it was so fucking cool.
And then
you can unlock Reptile too. It was so badass.
Yeah, look it up. Well, that's been
Shaolin
teased
Monks.
and it's been flirted with a lot that they would remake this game, and I know Ed Boon would love to. Maybe I'll just wait.
I know he was teasing 4 or something. People said something like remake 4, and he's like, that's actually a good idea.
Well, he's talked about Shaolin Monks a lot.
Yeah, Shaolin Monks.
So where's the one that Mac's talking about? He's talking about like a mini fight game.
Like fighting. Look up Shaolin Monks mini game or fighting game. I think there was like racing in it too or some shit.
Well, that was a Deception and all that shit had all the mini.
Too, wasn't
Deception had moto combat. It had a puzzle combat, chess combat. I would like to
awkward mini games. I don't.
Those are Deception was so much fun. Deception's awesome. And yeah, more than the game itself, it was just all about the bonus content, right? It was just all the extra stuff and the conquest mode. But there's tons of kids that were young when this 3D era was going on, that this is their jam. It's this era. There are people that are like 20, 21, 25 years old that swear by the Deception era in these games. Yeah, I don't know if we're finding what Mac was talking about, but you should look up after this. You should look up Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Did you guys ever play that?
Oh yeah, I watched my cousin play that.
I don't think I did.
It was a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit. It's basically kind of like
one, yeah.
Was it over the top or no? Kind of.
Pull it up. It's kind of like a Metal Gear Solid bird's eye view type of ripoff game.
Sorry, it was Shaolin Monks versus game. That's what it is.
Well, look at that. They got the bird's eye Metal Gear Solid camera angle.
Yeah, over the top shit.
Oh,
yeah, I remember my cousin playing this on PlayStation, and I was like, that was when I was like, I stopped playing Mortal Kombat for a while. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, they were going downhill, man. Like, guys, they just. And
I I did like the Sub-Zero one though.
But even that game is shit. I liked it too, but it's terrible. It's fucking horrible. But it's got some kind of redeeming quality about it. Like it's hammy. I like the cutscenes. It kind of still looks like Mortal Kombat.
This game made you want to pull your fucking face.
Yeah,
off.
because they tried to make like a platforming adventure game, but they gave it, but they give you fighting game controls, right? Look at them. You have to
just cut it out and like made you,
yeah, well, because look, controls. It's like a fighting game, so all it would take is one of those monks or whoever to jump behind you and have one in front of you, and they would just be kicking your ass, one from behind.
Some of the shit that you had to do in this game too was like super hard. Like you had to know it, and it's like they didn't tell you. They didn't let you know that you had to do like certain things, and you're like, how the fuck was I supposed to know that?
Oh, like killing Fujin? Like killing Fujin?
There were so many things that, like anything. Like you just didn't know what to do. It was just like, good luck. Fucking
what's up,
good luck.
Mendoza? What's up, man? How you doing tonight?
What's up, Mendoza?
That's so funny. Jared has his OG PlayStation. He's going to pull out his MK Trilogy disc and prove I was wrong. Okay, whatever. I've got it too, motherfucker. I got it too.
I don't know if it freezes. Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
It does. Dude, you guys are all wrong. I'm telling you, I have both versions, and me and my brothers religiously up until like 2 years ago, we would just, when we get together, we dust off those games and we play them. And I'm telling you, that's why the
by a 0.5 second, and he's like,
do a PlayStation. No, don't put freeze. Just put 2-on-2, dude. Put Shanks on or 2-on-2 match or Shanks on.
3-on-3.
There's no 3-on-3 in the PlayStation. Are you paying attention, class? That's only in the 64.
I'm busy looking up Shaolin Monks.
That's only in the 64 version.
I don't care. It wasn't good. There was no blood.
What are you talking about? It has blood.
And Nintendo?
Yeah, bro. They started having blood with MK2. That was only the first game where that was an issue. Look at that loading, Todd. Look at that beautiful loading. Look, you don't think
have blood?
Never mind that.
N64 or Nintendo?
No, dude. Every Mortal Kombat game on a Nintendo console had blood except for the original game. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, watch this. You're not even. Are you watching a 2-on-2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Maybe it didn't freeze.
I played it 2 years
ago.
Time,
it's been like 30 minutes you've been talking about this.
Well, he's talking so much shit.
Pull up Shang Tsung.
Shut up. You know what? Your PlayStation was bootleg. You probably had a fucking microwave PlayStation fucking hand-me-down from fucking like
how many
5
fingerprints
people.
do you have on that damn
probably had the
disc?
PlayStation when the PS3 came out.
I had a PAL version PlayStation where all the games were like half frame rates.
Your memory card was just filled to the brim.
That's your mouth and my piss in a minute.
Could be.
Hey, pull up Shang Tsung.
What?
Yeah. From this game, Shang Tsung playthrough. Yeah, pull up Shang. There you go.
Shang Tsung.
Pull it. What? There you go. PSX arcade.
Man,
very
I
hard.
Him in this game.
Do
this fucking triple fucking layered fucking fireball.
Yeah, he'd beat the shit out of you.
And then he'd do like make him go up, and then he'd fucking shoot 3 at you, and then fucking. You hear that noise, and you're fucking. He's Sub-Zero, overpowering you with fucking freeze mode, which he shouldn't be able to hit you that many times with freeze, which is it's ridiculous.
All right, we'll see if Aaron's a big liar here, huh?
For what?
Oh, look at the loading here. That's fantastic. Don't you love this?
I mean, we don't even know if he pressed play or not. I don't know what's going on.
All right, let's see. Watch. He has to like morph. Watch him morph.
Oh yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
it stops.
Yeah, it's
and it freezes.
It's like little laggy. It like just the
unless
way
this
change, it's kind of goofy.
Unless this guy chooses not to do it, which would piss me off. I'm hoping.
It's not gonna do
it. Yeah, because anybody with a right mind would, if you're playing a Shang Tsung's game, you would not do the morphing because it just.
I got tired of doing it. I just like if I'm gonna play with this guy, I'm just gonna play with him. And then sometimes I'll be fucking like hitting buttons to do stuff, and I'd turn into like fucking, what is it? What's up down? That's not Scorpion, is it? I think Scorpion's back.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I just remember Sub-Zero was basically doing his eyes freeze twice. Why did Shang Tsung looks like a pro wrestler in this?
So I didn't see it in this one.
Because he's being smart.
Hey,
he's not doing it.
Can we look up Shaolin Monks versus mode?
Okay, do that, Todd. Hey, Blocko, what's up, man? We need a live Mortal Kombat challenge. You mean like us kick the shit out of each other? on camera. We're not there. We're not in the same room.
Well, it sucks because like, I mean,
Versus mode. There you go.
I have it on my PlayStation, but I just don't. I don't care to like. I get games free multiplayer on here. I don't want to pay $60 to $100 for internet.
This is what you were talking about.
So you got to like fucking. It was like a mini game where you unlocked all these guys throughout the game, and fucking
cool.
You could play Mortal Kombat.
Was this the only character?
It was like open world style. Like you got to run around in the area.
Really?
Is it gonna fucking choose someone, or is it just?
I know. I almost said Todd. Choose somebody for fuck's sake, but I forgot it was a video.
So like,
okay.
yeah, here's the maps, and you get to actually run around like.
Oh yeah, this is weird. Dude.
But whenever you fucking like.
It's like playing.
You win, you get to finish them, and you can do the fatalities. It was fucking amazing.
It's like a battle arena game.
Dude, you would have loved this game. Like it was so. If they remake it, you should definitely play it. It was definitely really good.
This would be a fun online player game, though. I mean,
I think you could. I don't want to say that, but I could have sworn it was 2 players.
It'd be a waste if it wasn't, I guess. Yeah, usually when games tacked on bonus modes like this, like, oh, it's got a bonus fighting mode. Usually it's like really shit because that's not what it's really focusing on. Do you guys remember Do you guys remember the Batman Forever video game?
I'll pull it up. I don't.
I think my mom.
I want to see if it does like a fatality.
Yeah, look up
Sorry.
Fast forward.
Okay, but after this, look up Batman Forever gameplay, and then I want to show you. And after that, I'll show you the bonus game. And one of the bonus feature was like a fighting game. And you could play as the characters in like a fighting game. And I remember my mom bought it for her. She's like, oh, it's like a bargain. You're getting 2 games in one. And it was kind of like the same principles as the Mortal Kombat Mythologies, where they built a fighting game around some really shitty mechanics that wasn't meant to be a fighting game. But what's wrong with your internet, Todd?
He was like, see, it's not working. I was like, how do you even know it even started?
What's the other game?
Go to Batman Forever Sega Genesis.
I think he broke his YouTube.
I think he did too.
There you go. Sega Genesis gameplay. Look at this piece of shit. Look, go down there. It doesn't matter.
It was like the movie. It looked like the movie, but it was horrible.
And you're fighting a bunch of people that aren't in the movie. You're fighting a bunch of people that look like they hopped off a golf course. It's really weird. But after
How
this,
do you go from like making like amazing Batman games to that?
Full screen this, Todd, if you don't mind.
No, my internet's tin can right now. Look at this, dude. You'll have to do it.
No, come on. You got it. You got it.
Maybe.
Yeah, full screen.
Does
okay, look at this.
Seal come out and start singing in this one?
I wish. Look at these guys. Like, who are you fighting? These, I get it. Those are supposed to be like
they're sprites.
Insane people.
Like they look so much more detailed than Batman. It's so funny.
It's so weird. And yeah, I guess they're supposed to be like inmates and stuff in the suits, but it looked more like window cleaners or something. They didn't look like, and it's just the same guy. They repeat. They swap his colors.
Oh, health. They just randomly
like health.
Fall.
Yeah. And it's so hard to see anything in this game. Like those drop downs you just did.
Like gray and black. You can't.
It's all black.
Like there's so many different blacks and grays that they had to use.
Yeah, what's with all the blacks, Mac? Jeez.
Hard.
Terrible.
Oh, the mats. Mad Barg.
Anyway, look up. I want you to look up the fighting game, the bonus mode, Batman Forever fighting mode. Why would we look up Jurassic Park?
Well, this is the best game ever on Sega Genesis.
It's really not, but
look how awesome these graphics are, dude.
It's really memorable. I played it a lot. Yeah, okay.
Dude, this is the level I hated the most, man. You remember this level? When you had to play with Dr. Grant, that was like he sucked, dude. I always had to play with the Raptor.
I did both. I wasn't a pussy. I beat it many times with both. Yeah, I thought Dr. Grant was fun. I have no problem with it. Well, the game's just kind of, yeah, it kind of controls. It kind of looks like Pitfall or something.
The controls are terrible.
Yeah, it's like Out of This World or games like that. but it was still fun. There was something about it.
It's an awesome game. I love it, man.
I don't know if it's an awesome game. We just played whatever we had, and we liked really shit games. I think I would never play this game today.
No,
Oh,
not
yeah.
how clunky it is. Look how
That's
slow
what I'm
that
saying.
is.
It was awesome in the day, but the game, I mean, a Mario World is awesome because that game is awesome today. This game is not that great.
No, not anymore. It's terrible.
Yeah, it was fun. It was never like amazing. It was always just okay. I played it a lot though. We played it all the time. I beat this game so many times. I remember the museum, the final level and stuff. I remember beating the whole thing. And yeah, you get the red darts. Those are the more powerful darts.
Yeah,
that'll really put them out. Yeah, and then yeah, I remember I used to love that little electrical thing, and I used to love frying the little baby dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Turning. Oh, that's fun too, shooting them. But you don't. It sucks because you can't kill anything. You just put them to sleep. I wish you just like tear them to shreds like Turok, right?
Yeah, in Dr. Grant's dying sound, where you're just like, it like sticks in your head forever. I mean, like I still think about it to this day, like because I die so many damn times in this game.
You remember this part of the movie where Dr. Grant was all by himself, running through the stages and just like killing all the dinosaurs, blowing them away.
Yeah, and the tumbleweeds were falling.
Yeah,
I'm pretty impressed
nice
by this
slide
person,
there,
though.
boy.
I mean, yeah.
What is this, like a fucking? Did they just take the background for fucking Lion King?
This
hey man,
let's make it all like brightness. Let's make it the brightness all the way up. Make it all look fucked up. You know what? It looks kind of green and grassy. We can make this a Jurassic Park. Fucking take out Simba, put in a little sprite of fucking.
When the T-Rex pops in, though, it's scary, dude.
When
this is
throughout the game.
This is one impressive theme park. It looks like he's really like in Costa, like out in the wilderness. What? Who's Sarah?
Right there up top.
Oh yeah.
Oh, from like Plan for Time.
Yeah.
Remember he was putting his hands in her shit or whatever.
Jared says,
"Hey, look, there's that fucking spit on me."
Spitter.
Yeah. Spit on me. Yeah, Jared, he says it was great on Genesis, but I'm saying like it would be not pleasurable to play today. It's like that. Like it's hard to hit. You would jump over that platform. It's hard to really get on all the platforms.
Chill.
Yeah, remember he's gonna go down.
Oh, there she is.
I was at the end of the level.
Hey, you know what?
Okay.
Isn't her name Sarah too? That's so strange.
What was I looking up next?
What's that?
I don't know.
Prehysteria.
Oh, with the kid from
Prehistoric or whatever.
With the kid from My Girl 2.
The long neck though, isn't it? Isn't its name Sarah or something?
Yeah.
Shit?
I don't know. I thought it was Land
think
Before
it
Time.
is. Oh, that is Land Before. What am I
no,
thinking? Yeah.
I think it is too.
Well, why were you saying Jurassic Park? God, I haven't watched Jurassic Park.
Look up this level. Kind of reminds me of another level. One of the greatest games on Sega Genesis, and it destroys this game, by the way. And it's the best Marvel game of all time. It's X-Men 2 Clone Wars, Sega Genesis. It is, to this day, the greatest X-Men game of all time.
It's very good. I agree.
It's hard as shit. It maybe shows its age a little bit, but it holds up. It's a lot of fun to play. It's just so hard. I used to be so much better at this game. I tried playing it a year or two ago, man. I just was getting destroyed. Even with using like a ROM, dude, and like save states, I was just getting smoked. I love the cold open. It just starts off and you're like in Siberia, and you don't know who you're gonna play as, right? Oh, you're skipping ahead.
Tin can internet, yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with your shit, man?
I don't know.
Yeah, but the game was great because it had a cold open. Yeah, go to the Magneto down there. Magneto, no death. Go down. Down. There you go. Maybe it's a short video because you were trying to pull up a whole long play. I guess it's like an hour, but God dang.
Why are these videos saying it so damn long? Let me filter out. Under 4 minutes. How about that?
I mean, okay. Yeah, just pick whatever. Yeah, this is the cold open. This is the first. So when you turned on your game, oh, they didn't even start it. it colds open and you drop into the level and you don't know who you're going to be. And it turns out that there was like kind of a code, like whenever you turn on the game, hold one of the buttons down, and whatever button you were holding when you turned on the game would dictate who you started as. It was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that is cool. I do remember this. Yeah.
Like if you're holding up or left or right or whatever. But it doesn't matter because it's like after you beat this first level, then you get just like a movie or a TV show. Then you get the title screen, doom doom doom. You get the story and stuff like that. It's like the intro scene before the title. It's awesome, and then you get to pick your character going forward, which is really great. And every character had a strong, like when you're playing through the master mold, the Sentinel warehouse and shit like that. You want to be Beast for the boss. Because Beast will just destroy that fucking boss. You can just duck, and he ducks so low to where all the missiles miss you. It's so great. It's awesome. Wolverine's Blast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got this when it came out. I hated it because it was one of those games that had the cardboard Genesis case.
Oh yeah.
Oh, terrible. I don't know why anybody ever did that shit. Phantasy Star 4 was like that too, and that would piss you off because it's like, oh, you got these 3 other Phantasy Star games that are in hard cases.
Well, that was kind of at the end of the Sega Genesis life cycle, right?
What?
When they started doing that, the cardboard cases.
Towards it, you had like Bloodlines with cardboard, Phantasy Star 4, I want to say Gauntlet 4 had cardboard in this game. I don't know if it was the end. Maybe. I mean, it was. Maybe it was.
32Xs were all cardboard, weren't they?
Yeah, games? Those were as well. You're probably right because Nintendo, Super Nintendo was winding down by 95, 96, and Genesis was out a year before or 2 years for Super Nintendo. So yeah, it might have been winding down by 93, 94 because they had moved on to like Dreamcast or Sega Saturn and stuff. So yeah, it's probably the case. I think
yeah, it was the case.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is it wasn't the case though.
It's so funny though because then they go back to like, hard.
Mendoza, did you ever beat Clone Wars? Because that is a tough game to beat. I don't think I ever beat it. I would get so far. I would get like to Avalon, of course. I probably got. I'm probably, I think I'm pretty sure I got to like the Phalanx levels, like the alien levels and stuff like that. But I never beat it. It's just so hard. This is the days of like unforgiving games where once you game over, you game over. You just can't. And you could play with 2 players, and it's one of those games where you'd both be on the screen, and you'd have to wait on your other guy to come. But it was fairly fast paced, where like nobody ever was keeping you back, and it wasn't lagging. But I love that game. One of these days, I would love to beat it. Little Mermaid, what are we doing here?
These are the top 50 worst Sega games.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No thanks. Yeah, but anyway. Let's hey, look, there's our video. See it in the recommended search?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
okay.
what is this?
It's Little Mermaid, man.
I don't remember this game in Sega.
Yeah,
Dude, I was
you didn't
telling
wanna
Todd,
play it.
I was showing Todd those memes. We were sharing memes that like new Little Mermaid. People are so vicious with that, dude. I was like,
Oh yeah.
everybody's making fun of like the eyes on that actress and stuff, and like making these memes where they're spreading them out even more and stuff like that. Like, dude, it's pretty brutal.
Dude, I'll tell you
I mean-
one of my favorite games for PlayStation, fucking Skull Monkeys. You guys ever play that? Fucking
No.
Check
No,
out
uh-uh.
Skull. Put in Skull Monkeys, baby. And it's spelled like SKULL, and then monkeys is like MONK. Fucking.
You mean how you spell monkey, skull and monkeys, Mac?
That's, wait, what else did you type in? You typed in like a shit ton of stuff, baby.
Look, it's spelled just like skull monkeys. I thought you were gonna like
Right
say
there.
it has
No,
like some
look
crazy.
look at right there. See the first one up there, the pictures?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, check it out. There's a boss. All bosses. Click on it.
Yeah, click on that.
It's the first video.
Oh, no damage. That was
This
it.
game
Jesus,
is fucking amazing.
Oh,
baby.
I've seen this.
This game is top tier.
I don't think I've ever played this.
Fucking.
I've seen it. I've never
if
played it.
you
I've actually
ever
watched
get the
videos.
chance, if you can even find this game, it's worth so much fucking money.
All right, start the damn game. Come on, guys.
Yeah, press play already, dude. Fucking change it. Remember when you're playing
But-
Beavis and Butthead and you change it, and he's like, change it the whole time. And you're like, shut the fuck up, especially after you keep dying from like dogs and shit. But this game fucking was so cool. Like they took like the clay and it looked real. Like
That does
you
look
know?
pretty freaking cool,
It's
dude.
so good. It's such a fun game. I had so much fun with this fucking game.
This is
It's
PS1,
goofy.
right?
It's so goofy. It's so over the top goofy. Like look how funny this looks. Look how fucking funny.
Oh my god, dude,
It's
this is
so
crazy.
good. Like top tier game.
Is that like the, is that like the
plays
developer of the
It
game?
plays
or
like
who
a
is that
Sega
guy?
game. Fucking. It reminded me of like Earthworm Jim. That was super.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Fucking what else? All Real Monsters. You had
Yeah.
Booger Man. It reminded me of those style games. It was
That
so fucking good.
that's a fever dream. What I'm looking at right there. It looks
Yeah.
like The Weeknd, dude.
Yeah, right.
It does, dude. Yeah.
Is that
Is that
and that looks like The Weeknd's hair, the arms.
right?
Looks like The
It's
Weeknd's
so
like
good.
locks, dude. No, so wait. So this is PlayStation 1 though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay,
I don't
I
know how
remember
I don't know how I
that.
stumbled upon this game. I think I found it at like Act One Video or something was the name of the video store.
Mendoza says we're on fire.
That's where I
Wait.
got my That's where I bought my very first fucking game for like Resident Evil Director's Cut because they had it there.
Mendoza says we're on fire tonight. That could also be used as a NBA Jam reference. He's on
Yeah,
fire. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
Monster Jam
No,
from
the first.
downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, those games, I tell you.
Can't buy a bucket.
Yeah, right.
I think the first game I bought with my own money
Ugly
was
shot.
Yeah.
the
Man.
first game I bought with my money was MK1 at a used. It was place was going out of business and it was like a rental place and I bought a used Genesis copy of MK1.
Dude,
That was
fucking,
pretty cool.
Fucking NBA Jam TE when that came out, and you could put in like you can get Snoop Dogg. Fucking, you can put in the cheats. You can get Bill Clinton. They
Yeah,
were
I
so
remember.
Yeah,
hard to
that's what we're
do,
talking
but
about. Yeah.
Like you could get all those fucking cheats, and dude, that game. You could keep
Man,
like
this-
Turbo on, which was amazing.
Sub-Zero, you can do that one as well.
Oh, he finally beat it. I was like about to say that boss was taking forever.
Dude, it's showing all
Oh.
the bosses. It's such a cool game, man.
Sub-Zero was in NBA Jam?
Yes.
Huh.
SUB December 5th was his
Huh?
cheat code.
That's awesome.
Can I look it up? Look it up.
Yeah,
Look
let's
up
see because I've never even. But yeah, if you
Yep.
guys ever get a chance, play Skull Monkeys. Fucking, you could probably find an emulator for it.
yeah, let's look up Sub-Zero NBA Jam. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. Oh
Maybe I
yeah. A lot of the
did. Maybe-
characters were.
What, dude?
Yeah.
No fucking way, dude.
Yeah, you didn't know that, man.
I know you could play as like a kid. That was like my favorite thing. Like, yeah, you can play with
He
your,
loves
like,
playing with kids. Let's get to the Sub-Zero.
That's fucked
Oh.
up. No, there was like this young, like, there was a kid you could play as in the game.
Like fucking Rookie of the Year.
We'll see. It should show all of them.
Yeah, I can't
SUB
wait.
December
Dude, I can't-
5th.
Dude, I can't.
SUB.
That's crazy. How did I not know that?
Hold on. Okay.
Full
Look
game
at that.
Purchased. What the hell, dude? No fucking way, dude. And even like the pictures that you got to choose for your like the team. Man, this brings back so many good memories, man. Cause like I always played this game. I played any basketball game. I was so obsessed with basketball games. Didn't fucking care to play basketball, but I loved fucking playing. I loved playing sports games. I think it was all down.
This
to
game's
the
so much fun.
You remember the California games or whatever?
Oh
Remember
yeah,
those?
yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's Sub-Zero.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
That's not Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it is. Look, he's
Yeah,
got
it is,
blue
dude.
on. He's got his mask.
That is a wannabe
That's his-
Sub-Zero.
Be
No,
gone,
that's
wanna
the
be?
real Sub-Zero,
Be
dude.
gone. You ain't no Charles Barkley.
I thought he was gonna have
Some
the full
wannabe that
ninja.
Nah, dude, he's got his fucking kicks on, bro. He's sporting. He's got his blues on.
He had to change into
Look,
appropriate
he's a
attire.
shitty basketball player. Fucking free someone or something.
Got those short ass shorts.
God, look, he can push. What the fuck?
I
And you
thought
could
he was.
jam from half court. That was my favorite.
That's a bit of a cop out. He should be in more of his
You're
costume.
just so picky.
What about Hillary Clinton? Let's look at that.
Oh no, Bill Clinton.
I think it was
Or
just
Bill
Bill. I don't know if
It
it
was
was
Bill
Hillary.
Clinton. Snoop Dogg, Bill Clinton, fucking.
Oh, Snoop Dogg's in this?
Is it Exhibit that's in here?
No, that's two. Exhibit came out later.
Somebody.
No,
There's
no,
another
no.
rapper that's in here.
Oh, Hillary Clinton might have been in this.
Yeah, as far as I never really played this game that much. I just remember hearing it, seeing it all the time.
This must be
I-
a newer one. This looks.
I
Like the
used to-
No,
PlayStation
this
one.
is this is it.
No,
I loved the NFL Blitz. That was my arcade. I loved it.
Oh, is this real?
Is this real life? Is this really happening? From downtown. Yeah, look at that stock. Is that Prince Charles? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's not a real picture. That's a real picture of Hillary, but that don't look like Prince Charles. Is that like an actor?
Yeah, it does. Looks just like him, man.
It looks like
back in the 90s.
Kind of looks like an actor. But so did they had to have gotten their rights and paid them. That's so crazy. To use their rights. That's crazy that Prince Charles would. He seems like such a stick in the mud.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe he's down for anal and all kinds of cool stuff. He looks like such a stick in the mud.
Look up Snoop Dogg. Oh, wait, can you get E.T. in this too?
What? They don't even look like Hillary Clinton or anybody. And then Prince Charles looks just like everybody else.
Yeah, I don't think Snoop Dogg was in it. Oh, Space Jam. Space Jam. NBA Jam.
All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah, he was in this. Yeah, that's right.
I was going to say.
Is it? But this is the original, or is this another Space Jam?
You had to type in, like...
This is NBA Jam 21. This is new.
Oh, yeah, this one's new.
But, yeah, let's look at it, though. Did you guys ever play any of these newer iterations?
Yeah, I did. It's actually really good.
I want to see some shot screens of it.
Okay. LBC.
What is that?
Snoop Dogg, Long Beach, California. So much drama in LBC. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Webber, dude. That's awesome.
It's an old school picture of Snoop. They didn't even get it like it's time specific and era accurate.
This is doggy style, early doggy style.
That's doggy style era Snoop.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. That's like his head, right? That actually looks like
him.
Look at that.
Sonya Blade, dude. She's the referee, dude. Sonya Blade.
Let me see. I missed it.
Where's she at? Throw it in.
I don't see the ref,
dude. Did you just like?
She was there in the beginning.
Go back. I want to see it.
Dude, when you got the ball on fire and it just looked like a red or like a orangish, there were no lines on it. It just looked like a fuzzy little fucking ball. It looked so cool.
Let's look for Sony here.
And you're just
that is Sonya.
Oh fuck, it is, dude.
MK3 Sonya.
What the fuck?
Look, LeBron looks like LeBron looks like he's about to kiss that guy. Oh.
You just want him to.
Come on, play it, stupid thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the lag from the connection or your connection.
It's full screen, dude. Full screen's killing me on this. I need to rewind it.
Is that Johnny Cage in the audience? Is that Johnny Cage with the blue shirt?
All right here.
Yeah. I don't know. I just see a guy with glasses. Maybe it's supposed to be like Jack Nicholson. I don't know. Yeah, is there any like
2023 game releases? Have you guys beaten like? Are you guys ready for the new Zelda?
No, because
I
can't. I want to play it, but that's just gonna be such an undertaking.
I lost like trying to find like all the temples or whatever.
I never even.
I couldn't.
You talking about the first one?
Yeah.
I never. No, I never even beat the first one just because I put so many hours into it, but I was doing anything except for actually I was taking my time playing, which I love, but now I feel like pressured. Like, well, I can't play the second one until now I got to go through and actually beat the first one. But I just don't know. There's just so many hours into that original one, man. I just can't imagine having a second one. But I mean, I'll have it there eventually.
I need to jump back into the Assassin's Creed games. I've been on hiatus with that. I don't know. I think after was it Revelations? I think I started playing that and I just got turned off from it. I was like, this is dumb.
Did that say Jesse Smollett?
Dead Island 2 came out too. Has anyone played that?
No. Yeah, Barkley, shut up and jam, dude. I remember this.
Yeah, I don't know how long I played this for. Probably maybe a weekend renting it.
Come on, man. Why we gotta see these ads? Is everybody sick of Star Wars games yet? Jeez Louise. Oh, there's your boy, dude. Tucker Carlson announced his new show. That's in the sidebar there.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure this might have been on Sega CD as well. So it's just like street ball. Like pick which freshly paroled.
Where's
inmate
Charles, dude? Where's Charles at? Oh, you have to be Charles, Sir Charles.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the new Street Fighter?
I don't know much about it, but what I've seen of it, it looks weird. I don't like that they're trying to create this new poster boy for this.
Yeah.
They've tried that before and it didn't work. They tried that with Alex in Street Fighter 3.
Alex is horrible though.
But he was being marketed as like the new Ryu, when 3 came out, the new challengers. And then after that wasn't going so hot, I think they kind of put him in the background with every reiteration of 3 and whatnot. But anyway, guys, I think we need to wrap it up so I can go eat dinner and make something. But this is fun. This is kind of fun, just kind of BS and shoot the breeze. And it was fun having Mac on. It's probably best that we didn't have Zach on because he wouldn't let us talk about video games. I like this and
we wouldn't have had that long Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Yeah, there would have been lots of autism accusations flying around out of his mouth. But
like fucking lagging.
Yeah. Anyway,
can't process.
Yeah. But hey, we got to give a shout out to Jared, man. He sent you guys that club mix, that Mac and Zach club mix, whatever the hell that was.
He said it was for me screaming, but I didn't hear me scream. I heard me say something at the end, but I didn't hear me screaming.
Yeah, he needs to go and find the video where your son walks up behind you wearing one of your Myers masks and freaks you out.
I mean,
and you
that
scream.
Or me playing fucking Resident Evil.
I haven't seen all those streams, so I don't catch where it's like you scream. But yeah, we need to put a hardcore scream in there from Mac, and we have to have like Zach in there, something with Kame. Because there's no Kame in there. Actually, I thought there was a great place in that remix where you could do the old school like quote of "pump the cum," because Zach used to do that from the Halloween of Rob Zombie.
Kame gang, pump.
But it was really. What does he say? Zach was like,
"Pump." What?
Yeah, the pump the cum. You could
from Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach. I think you could. What is that thing he says at the beginning? Zach's like, I don't remember saying you could hear music with your eyes, but it's fucking awesome. But he did. I guess he did. That's what kicks it off. It's really funny. I'll have to send it to Todd. But yeah, man, we'll find you a clip of Mac screaming. Maybe Mac will know better than anywhere else what videos he freaks out on.
I have a cover of me doing fucking Disturbed.
Oh yeah, what song? Oh nice.
You're piquing Todd's interest right now with that shitty band.
I like Disturbed even though they're shitty. I still like Disturbed.
I liked Disturbed's first album when I was young.
I like their second album too.
Never.
And their third.
I'm sure
10,000 Fists.
And their fourth. And their fifth. Why not? Let's go roll.
Actually singing, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, his voice is amazing." I was like, "He's been singing from fucking day one, you dumb fucks."
You are enemy. My dad used to listen to that first album all the time. Like it's
rock, dude. I like it.
It is burned in my brain. No, my dad was obsessed with that first album, man, all the time. And I remember when the second album came out, when they released the single, which I think was it Believe? What was the single? The dun 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 dun. Oh,
that's that one is the third album.
This Is How I Pray.
You'll sit on top of me. You'll sit on top of me.
No, we're gonna do a Korn discography review. Jared was flirting with the idea. No, Jared was like, "Hey, I should bone up and join you guys." You're welcome to.
That would be awesome. Then
man.
we could probably because I feel like this is gonna be really long. Because it's weird how we do these. Because some days we'll do super detailed top tiers, and then the next time it'll be like, oh yeah, it's always through Zach's head, the tiers. Like we can't. It's like, oh no, this is just what I like. It's like, why are we doing these? Why are we doing these if it's just you? So he's like, he won't put the. I'll be like, hey, you missed some songs. He's like, I don't want to talk about those songs. Like, why the fuck? What? So we talked about the songs you like, but not any of the ones I like or dislike. What the fuck
Yeah.
is this? So I've been going through every fucking song, and he started rating us the songs. We're like, we're just gonna rate every fucking song. And
That's gonna be hard, man.
It's been hard. What do you mean it's gonna be? You should already be done with it.
No, so
I'm
it's
kidding.
daunting. I'm saying
It's.
I haven't listened to Korn since the 4th album, so I had like 7 records to listen to and
same
bone
here.
up on.
I mean, on and off, I've gone through them. Like, I'd be like, why the fuck do you have this? And then throw it. Like,
So what I'm doing is I've listened to everything. I don't have time to listen to everything multiple times. It's just a lot to take in. I've listened to everything, and I'm between now and tomorrow, I'm going to go through everything one more time. I took mental notes of the tracks I liked.
right.
Like, okay, this is a good one. This one's okay. Okay, I'm going to go through
If
it one
it's
more
something
time.
like, if I can't get into it, it's an automatic 0, you know?
I mean, I'll do the best I can. I don't know if
Like,
I don't know if I'm
mean,
going to
there
give
are some
everything.
Korn songs, I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't Korn. 0.
But I was running through my head today the
there
line.
are some that keep changing.
How does that line in Thoughtless go? I was laughing to myself because I was like singing it to myself because. Why are you trying to make fun of me?
You don't like that?
Like a grown man screaming the lyrics. Why are you trying to make fun of me? It's so funny. Like, it just sounds so.
Me?
I don't know what he says because he like rolls his tongue and he does that like that's like.
I love that song, dude. Shit's
That's like the
depressing.
Sesame Street version. All right. Anyways,
to the ground.
so are we doing that tomorrow night, or are we doing a different day on the
You'll
weekend?
See me coming.
Okay. Are we doing that tomorrow night, or is it like Saturday or Sunday? What day?
Guess. We're just gonna fucking get it over with, so you can just shut the fuck up. Just kidding. No, I've been
All
going
right.
through them. I've been going through them like again, just to like make sure. It's
Yeah, I'm
fucking
gonna-
long. It's long. I thought Our Cure was gonna be long. This is gonna be the longest one. This is gonna be.
I kind of feel like for me, at least for my contributions, it's gonna have to be a bridge to the point of, hey, we're gonna talk about this album. I'm gonna tell you about my highlights and generally what I didn't like about the stuff I didn't like. I don't really know if I'm gonna know it well enough to really
feel
go
like-
track by track and give you a real rating because I don't know the albums that well.
I
You
feel
know,
like
it's just
I
tough.
feel like we're gonna argue. All of us are gonna argue when we hit Untouchables.
Yeah.
That is probably like that and Issues are my favorite albums. Like the first two are like
Untouchables was the decline, but that's not as bad as it gets. Untouchables is harmless, but it's not catchy. It's just
whenever you guys say I don't know what he was doing, I don't get what you guys mean because he does it in Issues. Like all that singing stuff is done in Issues, so I don't get.
we triggered Jared. He must really love Untouchables.
We should do a
it's
Deftones
so
tier
good.
list or a Slipknot tier list.
A Deftones tier list would be cool because they have enough. We're not talking about a tier list though. Tomorrow we're doing like a review of every album and every track. It's
a
gonna be
tier
like
list. It's a tier
No,
list.
I'm talking.
it's
about
gonna be
next
tier list
week.
up.
That's what it's
Yeah.
what it is. But we're gonna talk about the songs. If we all
Deftones would
hate
be
a
fun.
song, we can just skip it, so we can just get it over with. Like fucking dumb
Look,
songs.
Jared said Untouchables is the worst.
That's crazy. He must have not have listened to anything else. That's
We'll
Well,
let.
Oh yeah, it gets
Hey,
it gets
also-
worse.
Also, hold on. So let's just not even do that fucking dubstep album. Let's just kick that out of there. I'm not. even
No.
listening. I'm not.
We
listening
gotta
to it. I
you got
fucking
to
hate
we got to go
any-
through.
I've skimmed
look,
it and I said this is
Look,
dumb.
the whole dark ages of Korn was take a look in the mirror through the fucking. It picks up a little bit after the dubstep album. The dubstep out
Right,
through the
of
dubstep
course,
album.
Yeah.
And then the last few records have been a little bit better, but that was a dark fucking listen, man. That was hard to get through.
I think when Head comes back is when it starts coming back to its.
He came back on the dubstep album, my friend.
Well, I get. Yes, you're right. I don't
But-
know what the fuck they were doing. I think they were fucking. Let's do
he
what
might-
Linkin Park did.
Yeah, that, and you never know. Head might have not had too much contribution with the dubstep album since he came back in for that. Like, you know what I mean? It might have already been like underway, and he just came in and played on it because the next album after that, it got better. They started trying to go back a little bit to
Well, no,
a
because he
Korn
came
sound.
back before that album.
I thought it was a dubstep record.
No, he came back before that.
What was the one before that? Yeah, it was
Let me look at my
dubstep.
notes. No, it
He
wasn't.
came back. He came back for the dubstep album, and it was the
Wait.
next record, the one that had yeah.
I
Look,
got
we're-
shabba, shagga, shabba, shagga, shabba, shabba.
Those fucking lyrics. But he's doing like yeah. So yeah, he had left after Take a Look in the Mirror. Look, Take a Look in the Mirror was his last record, and then we had a Dark Ages, man, with See You on the other side, Untitled, Corn
No.
3, Remember Who You Are, The Path of Totality is the dubstep album.
No, because it even says that this is the 11th studio album and that this was Head's return,
Yeah,
2013.
which one?
And the shift you're talking about.
Oh,
the Path of
okay.
Totality
So you're right.
was
Well, you know what?
2011.
You know what though? You're
and
right.
I put for a rating. That's a no for me, dog.
No. Let's with no spoilers. You're right. So what happened was Head came back for the tour of Path to Totality. He came back
I don't
during
fucking know.
no, that's right. He came back during the tour, but he didn't play on it. But the paradigm shift is where it picks up again a little bit. Like, oh,
It's
good.
still kind of like
Yeah,
but
it's not as good.
There's some
It gets a little bit more consistent. Anyway, we're getting
Right,
ahead of ourselves. We'll save it. We're gonna save it, but we'll let you guys
y'all
know.
fucking
Y'all want a single? Say fuck that.
Y'all,
Boom,
y'all,
boom, boom, boom.
You guys
Dun,
must have
dun,
picked
dun,
up
dun,
that
dun.
Untouchables album when it fucking came out after Issues, because it
No,
was banging.
I was
It
over it.
banging when I was
Our buddy
here.
Travis had it. We didn't. I never got it. I was. It was so funny.
'Cause Here
With
to
like
Stay was fucking, just fucking
what,
10 out of 10. It was their Falling Away From Me song. Like
It's
every
so- no,
fucking
hold on.
single that they had for every album. it was
with the
that
whole
song.
with the whole new metal thing, with the whole Korn Limp Bizkit trip that everybody was high on. I've never seen such a quick turn of tides with that coming in at popularity. Me too. So like literally, when you think about Issues came out in 2000, I think was it 2000, and then I want to say Untouchables is 2003. But I was all about Issues, man. I loved it. But by the time 2003 came around, Untouchables came, I was over it. I'm like, this isn't very good. This isn't great. I tried it. I looked the video. I'm like, I didn't even bother. Same thing with Limp Bizkit, dude. It's like Limp Bizkit was so hot in 2001. They were peaking with that fucking rolling. Just 2 years later, by 2003, when they released Results May Vary, everybody was so over it. Me too. It was just like just overnight, you're like, what the fuck? You just grew up all of a sudden. Like,
it's
this is
crazy.
terrible.
Dude. No, I'm with you on that.
And but I didn't do that for Deftones.
That's funny.
I didn't do
'cause
that.
No.
Results May Vary was hard to. It was hard, but I grew to love it. I don't know. It was very different, but it was also like them at the same time. I don't know. I was all for, like fucking that. I'd eat you alive, like that shit. I don't know. It was goofy and over the top, but I loved it.
All right. Well, I have a feeling we're going to talk about all this shit more in detail when we do the Corn thing. So we'll save it for then. Hey, thank you everybody for joining us, man. Mendoza,
Red
of course,
light,
Jared
green
Poole.
light.
Tell me when you're ready to go. I know.
Tell me when you're
Block,
ready to
go.
go.
All that stuff.
Jared.
Tim.
Jared, we'll do
so
a
goofy.
Deftones tier list on here next week. How
So
about that?
goofy.
Hey, Jared, if you want to join me and talk
Yeah.
for a Deftones tier list,
Yeah.
do it. Because I know you're a savant with that shit too, right?
That'd be awesome, man. If you could.
Why don't you join us?
Yeah, tell us when you're ready to roll.
Okay. So can you do it next week?
next week?
next-
Yeah.
Yeah, not now, but next week, next Tuesday. Okay, I'll get back. Yeah, let us know because that'd be really cool. Deftones is one of Jared's favorite bands. It's one of the
Okay.
bands that we bonded on. So, anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. Please help us out with the algos. Jared, you too, man. Make sure you're liking this video, man.
Yeah,
Right, help
fucking
us out.
like it.
And we'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.